Hello and welcome to Tiko update number 9. And I know it's been a while since the last update, as it was the last time. It's been about 1 month, and that's a lot of time, but a lot of stuff has happened. So Tiko has shipped, and I know what you're thinking. It shipped before. But that time it shipped only 100 and then another 100 to Chinese backers, and there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. Well, thankfully, because of that, they have corrected a lot of the issues and are now shipping over 1,000, about 1,100 or so, to Canada first, to those backers. And their production rate is about 1,000 printers per week, which is what they stated it would be a while ago. And the next couple batches will go to the United States, but we'll get into that. So, so a lot of the issues of Tiko have been fixed thanks to the 200 beta units, which is what they're calling them. And the people that got the beta units, they were express shipped the new production models. And so some of them have gotten those printers, and so far, so good. But, we will see what happens in the coming days as to if the production models are better or not than the beta units. I think they are. I've seen some of the prints from Tiko themselves, and they look very good. So I think that is what we have to look forward to, is really good prints. So another thing that we will discuss in this video is the release of the software. They put a demo of the software up on their website, and I will link it down below. And just playing around with it, it's very simple, very easy, and I think they're going to keep it that way. Now, if the slicer and the behind the scenes stuff has gotten better, that's what we need to figure out. I think it has, based again on the prints that they have released, and you will see these prints throughout this video. I'm just going to fill it with stuff that Tiko has posted on their social media accounts of prints and stuff that they've done and all that stuff. So you'll be seeing all that scattered throughout this video. But that's really what matters, is the back end, not necessarily the front end. But of course, you can always use third-party G-code if you want to get more complex and all that, and dial things in. You can do that with Tiko. But for the average consumer, which is what this is kind of pushed towards, they have the easy street, basically. So let's talk about their shipping schedule. So as of right now, 1,158 Tikos have been shipped, and their destination is Canada. So all of the Canadian backers will get their Tiko. That's who gets them first. And the reason for that is because Tiko themselves is based in Canada. If those people have issues, they can quickly diagnose them. Then if they were, overseas or whatever, they can quickly get them fixed, since Tiko's in Canada, these are in Canada, yada, yada. Now, as I mentioned before, the 200 people that got the beta units, they are also getting their printers, and I don't know if that counts in the 1,158 because they were express shipped theirs, and theirs are not in the container on the boat that just left Hong Kong for Canada. So I think those are separate. But the schedule for shipping is, so the Canadian ones, 2 shipments to the United States, which will cover about, let's see here. Yeah, so they're 1,500 units each in those 2 containers. And then the 4th and 5th shipments will go to Europe, both 1,500 in those shipments. Then to the Oceania area, which is only 821, and then Asia, which is 1390 to them, and then the 7th shipment is another 1500 batch to the United States, then Europe and Africa, then 2 more to the United States, and then the last people getting theirs are South America. And you can see all this stuff in the update that is on their Kickstarter page, but they also have a dedicated website, shippingstatus.tiko3d.com, which will show you the percentage of people that have gotten it, if yours is in production, if yours is in transit, all the tracking information. And if you really want to get down into it, they're releasing the name of the ship that the Tiko is on, so you can go to the actual ship and track it and watch its journey across the ocean. So I think that's interesting. It keeps people busy. It shows that things are getting done, and I really, really like that. So there you go on shipping. Another big thing is, like I said, is the demo of the software, what they're calling the WIT, which is web interface of Tiko. Could they have come up with a better name? I don't know. Probably. Something fancy. But WIT, whatever. Tiko and WIT, they go together, I guess. So if you want to get to that, you can go to demo.tiko3d.com. And again, all of this will be in the description down below, and you can mess around. You can add prints to it. They have a demo item in there, which will probably be what I first print. A somewhat complex print, if you ask me, but it does kind of play into the best of Tiko. It's more of a sharp-edged spherical item. So, and as we know from the Danny experiments, the slicer is good at those sort of things. So it's nice to get in there and mess around with it. I'm not going to do a video on that until I actually have the Tiko in hand, because it's kind of dumb to just... It's so basic that you put the object in there, you can resize it, you can put it in different areas of the platform. You can change the temperature, the layer thickness, the if it has support structure, the infill density, all that stuff. And then you hit print. And then you tell it to manually calibrate or auto-calibrate, which auto-calibrate is still in beta at this point, but has gotten better. But we shall see. Again, that part really isn't... It's important, yes, but manual calibration is fine, I in my opinion. So, but that software is out there for you to use, and you can use it. Another announcement that they made was the customer support portal. So that is support.tiko3d.com, and basically it's a website dedicated to answering questions, troubleshooting, quick start guides, submitting support tickets. But the big thing is that it has a 1-year warranty, and within the warranty period, you can order replacement parts at any time, free of charge, no question asked. You go to the component page, you click on the one that is broken, and boom, they send it. You enter your serial number, boom, they ship it to you based on your, if your serial number is still within warranty. They also will ship you entire sub-assemblies, making it very easy to replace parts, and you're not just like, I need this one little tiny piece. So you just replace whole chunks of it, and boom, you're good to go. And of course, there are some basic fraud prevention measures in place, but basically they said it's open as possible. It makes it really easy. And as long as I don't have to deal with calling or chatting, just to say, hey, this piece is broke, and I can just order it myself and fix it, fantastic. They really didn't mention if it's broke and you're not comfortable with fixing it, if you could ship it back, but I think they kind of mentioned that in the past, so I'm sure that's something that you can do. I'm sure they'll take care of everybody as much as possible with the support. They also updated the forms to match the look of the support page. It's just more streamlined, and since when the Kickstarter is over, pretty much everything is going to be pushed over to there, and that's where the community will grow. Right now, it's really on Kickstarter because nobody really has anything, but once everybody has theirs, that's where the community will grow. And I think that'll be fun to see people sharing all their information and really fine-tuning into the best of Tiko and getting the software up to date. And, if you do this with this slicer, you can do this. Or, I wrote this script for it. Or, go to my, whatever. As we know, you can send requests to the Tiko from websites because that's basically what the slicer is anyway. So you can host your own builds, or as long as they don't lock that down, you can build a website and be like, here, this is something I designed, click here, send it right to your Tiko, and your Tiko will start printing it. I think that'll be really fun to see. And then the final announcement, which is really exciting, is that pre-orders are coming on Cyber Monday. So Cyber Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, you will be able to start pre-ordering Tiko. Now, on Cyber Monday, the Tiko will be $179, which is the Kickstarter price. But after that, it'll go to its final price of $199. Personally, I think $199 is still a good price. However, it's been 2 years since Tiko announced, and there are other people in the game now that are coming up with cheaper solutions. Now, they may not be as elegant, they may not look as nice, but if they produce the same stuff for the same cost or lower cost and the same quality and the same ease of use, which ease of use is subjective. What I consider easy to use doesn't mean that somebody else thinks it's easy to use. But Tiko software is the easiest I've seen so far. So they have that going for them. But at $199, they're almost pricing themselves too high they're the higher end of the entry level. Now, with that being said, the benefits of the Tiko can justify the price as long as it's good. If the prints are good, if the prints are consistent, if there's very few errors, if it's easy to diagnose when there are errors, and I think the 1-year warranty will really keep them going. I think that if they would offer an extended warranty period, you get another year or whatever, for a certain price, or if they price out, after the warranty, here's what the things will cost if you were to break, so I think that's what they really need to do to kind of solidify themselves as the top tier of the low end or the entry market. I really wish they would keep it at $179, but $199. If it's $199 with shipping, then boom, sold. But I think it'll be $199 without shipping. So, but we'll see. I think the pre-order is a good start. They're getting in there on Cyber Monday. Now, of course, the people that pre-order will not get their pre-order Tiko until after all of the Kickstarter Tikos have shipped. And the Tiko Kickstarter shipping is up to container availability. And with holidays coming up, containers for shipping are kind of hard to come by. So it's they're scheduling them when they can. They said that they should be done shipping in Q1 of 2017. So if you pre-order now, you'll probably get it either in the middle of Q1 or the beginning of Q2. Now, if you're a Kickstarter backer and you pre-order, and you want a second one for some reason, you will be in the first, automatically put into the VIP first batch of the pre-order shipping. So you will get yours before everybody else's pre-orders, just as a little bonus as being a Kickstarter backer. You know, friends, they're patting you on the back, you know, hey, you supported us, so we'll hurry up your second Tiko for some reason. So interesting stuff going on there. So in the coming days, look forward to information on the Kickstarter page from backers who have gotten their Tiko. It'll be very interesting to see the results because we already have one person who has received their Tiko for sure and done a test print. They said the first layer was nice. However, the second layer did not go, the infill did not go so well. So we'll see. They did use auto calibration, so that could be it. But there's some kinks to be worked out, of course, with the software. They've been straightforward about that. It is better than it used to be. But we shall see. We'll see from the people that we saw from before with the original 200. Like I said, a handful of them have already gotten theirs, so it'll be really exciting. I'm hoping that they'll send me mine a little bit early. I haven't asked them to, but who knows? You never know. That's what I'm hoping for, because I am really deep into it. I am 11,950 or something like that. So I am really deep down into like the 7th or 8th shipment total. So we shall see. It'll be very interesting, I think, in the coming days and weeks, especially after the holidays, when we have a lot of information. That's when I'll plan on making a video next week. So we will see, and hopefully Danny comes back and posts some stuff. He's been really quiet with his stuff because, you know, he served his purpose, he felt like, at least to me, and, you know, now he can go back to whatever he was doing before. But hopefully he comes back and does more experiments with the production unit, and we can see all that stuff in the meantime. So yeah, I am backer number 11,951. So I'm in like the 8th shipment. So it might be a while before I actually can experiment with this and stuff. But, you know, who knows? Hopefully they'll send me it early, maybe. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But if not, hey, I'm fine doing videos based off other people's stuff and sharing what we know. So very exciting news. It is shipping. We know it's shipping. It's on the boat. It's heading to Canada. And hopefully we have 1,100 plus happy customers and not damaged goods or anything like that, like last time. So exciting news. And then if you are a backer of the 101 Hero, which I am as well, they have also shipped, and they only shipped about 2,000 units to a warehouse. So basically 1,000 units to the United States and 1,000 units to Europe. I don't know if they're doing their Kickstarter backers first and then the Indiegogo stuff. I'm a backer on Indiegogo. They haven't been quite clear. They're not very clear with anything. It was $100. So, you know, if it shows up, it shows up. If it doesn't show up, well, I'll deal with that. So yeah, it's an exciting time for Tiko and an exciting time for 101 Hero, but definitely Tiko. I look forward to finally getting my hands on this 3D printer. It's going to be exciting. Who knows what I'll make? Probably dumb stuff, but that's okay. That's the whole point of 3D printing. You just sit down and you're like, I want to make this widget. And then you go and you print it off. Or you go, oh man, I broke this widget part of this thing. Do you think someone also broke that's better at CAD than I am and put the files online? Yeah, they did. Let's print it off. Like, I don't know. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. I wish Tiko luck, and I hope them good fortunes for the future, and I hope Tiko goes well, and then Tiko 2 goes even better. Because I think they've learned a lot. I'm glad they've learned a lot. I mean, it's basically a team of people my age, so I'm glad that they're successful, and, you know, best of luck, and thanks for watching this video. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe for more, obviously. I'm going to be getting into more video game stuff as well as 3D printing. Got to expand the channel, you know, a little bit. Even though I've done video game stuff in the past, I'm really going to dial it in. And then I may get into streaming at some point as well, but we'll see. But right now, we're focusing on Tiko. That's what it's going to be for the next month, 3 months, 4 months, forever. Who knows? So yeah, subscribe if you want more of my content, and leave comments below on what you think. If you have any questions, please ask. I will try to answer them to the best of my ability, especially now that I have way more information than I used to. Especially with the pre-order. I was asked about the pre-order forever, and now we have a solid date of Cyber Monday. So yeah, we'll see you in the next video.